Hello, hello, hello, hi to you, all of yous. This is live stream number 71, sorry, 71. This is a live stream. It's live on Hello Talk, but if you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube, this is a recorded one. There is no difference. You've got everything here, the same features. You can see everyone. They start coming soon here, and then they're going to start commenting, interacting with me, with each other. Yeah, that's what I encourage them at least to do. Yeah, to interact with each other while we're delivering the content, but also we've got people here raising their hands. Usually they are regulars. Yeah, I'm trying to stop that. At least I'm trying to limit that to only our regulars or people they can drop in basically, but also they have to talk about the topic or they ask questions relevant. And there you go, that's the first regular one. Priya, the panda Priya, one of our regulars here, always on our live stream. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you miss your lesson. And she congratulated me today. Happy Teacher's Day. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing the room. I really appreciate that. Let's do something for our community. It's not my page, it's not my live stream, it's our live stream. Thank you so much. Happy Teacher's Day. You're assuming I'm a teacher. So I'm assuming I'm a teacher too. I never said I am a teacher. I'm just here or on Facebook or on social media, trying to kind of like help people genuinely. Genuinely, I need nothing from you back. Obviously. So I'm just trying to help people, yeah. And yes, I'm qualified. If you're asking about qualifications, but don't ask more. Nosy questions, yeah, but I'm qualified, yeah. But I just feel like teacher is a kind of like a big word, yeah. And not everyone can claim to be a teacher. I like to listen to your Scottish accent. It's really interesting. Thank you so much. I'm pleased. I'm pleased that you like listening to my Scottish accent. Probably have picked up on a lot of Scottish during my living here in Scotland. I've been living in Scotland for 4 years, but guess what? I'm an Algerian and I'm proud to be an Algerian. It's not about I'm hiding it. No, no, I'm proud to be an Algerian, as well as proud to be kind of like a part of the Scottish folk. Yeah? I'm proud of that. I'm happy about both. 50-50 for me. Algeria and Scotland, there is no difference to me. Yeah? They are both the same, 50-50. I want to imitate your accent, but is it considered as making fun? And not really, it's optional. See, when it comes to accents, it's really optional. You don't have to learn any accent, it's not a must. What you need to learn, what's a must have, yeah, a must have, that's a way of forming an adjective. A must have, so you grab a word, yeah? You grab a verb, sorry about that. So must, yeah? This is a modal verb to must, basically. So you grab just the stem. This is the stem, must. Must. And then you grab another stem, to have, yeah? So the have is the a stem of the verb, yeah? So this is a must have, a must do, a must be, yeah? So that's an adjective. So what's the must have? The must have is, this is just a little window, grammar window. Yeah, so we do grammar as well. So don't think we're not doing grammar, but it's just my own way to do my live streams. Yeah, so a must have is the pronunciation. You need to learn how to pronounce words. For example, if I pronounce, that's the correct pronunciation. Yeah, but the accent is really optional. Usually it's not must have at all, it's optional. It's all totally up to you. You want to learn the British accent, you want to learn the American accent. Just when is it important? When you set an exam, if you're going to do, for example, IELTS, yeah, you're going to have to, you can mix between accents. You can use British and American English. You're expected to write or speak or whatever in American English, either an American or Australian, you pick one and you stick with it, yeah? But if you don't choose any accent, you're just expected to speak clearly. That's it. You have to be, because in day-to-day life here in the UK, they don't really care about your accent. They need to understand you and you need to be understood. That's it. When you speak, when you write, when you listen, that's it. They're not going to be like people here in the UK or Canada are going to be like, at least theoretically, you know. But human beings are human beings. Some people, they assume, and I don't want to get into that. And it's not racism. It's not necessarily racism. But people usually, they don't care. They know you're foreigner. The way you look like, the way you behave, and they know you're going to post office and you're asking about things, sometimes basic to them, yeah? They know you're a foreigner. Make peace with that. I taught you that. Make peace with something means accept it, yeah? Make peace with the fact that you're a foreigner, it's fine. Yeah, I'm Algerian, it's fine. Yeah, they have no problem with that. What they have problem with is, for example, not abiding the law. They have problem with that. They don't have problem with your accent. You're speaking in Algerian or Indian accent. They have no issue with that. What they have problem with language-wise, language speaking, if you're not making yourself clear, they can't understand you. You have you mispronounce words, yeah? Instead of understand, you say something else, understand or whatever. They're gonna struggle when to the point where they're gonna struggle to understand you. But as far as you're pronouncing words correctly, it doesn't matter which accent you've got, American, Indian, or Moroccan, or Algerian, or whatever, like Turkish. Yeah, obviously the languages you speak originally, they influence your accent as well. This is a solid science, yeah. At least I'm feeling a bit under the weather, unfortunately. I never slept well. Struggling to sleep in the night, although I go to the doctors for that. That's why I'm taking my coffee, mister. Anyway, so let's keep going. The live stream is about the word fish. We're gonna keep going. Thank you for the gift. Thanks for the fries. Thank you. Thank you for coloring my live stream. Our live stream. Sorry about that. It's our live stream. Thank you, Priya. Yeah, so thank you for sharing the room. Please feel free to share the room. Feel free to recommend our live stream to others. If you think I am the guy, I could help you, or I could help your friends, go on Facebook, yeah? You've got my Facebook on Hello Talk. Head to Facebook and do invite friends, invite your friends to join our conversation. Let us make, thanks for the rose, thank you so much. Thank you for the second. Yeah, so I really appreciate that. So go on Facebook, recommend us, yeah? Go on YouTube, follow us. Recommend us for other learners. You think you've got friends or you're students, you are student and you've got students in university, go to your group and recommend us. Recommend English, learn English live. Recommend Hello Talk. Yeah, say to them, there is a bunch of people, not necessarily me. This is a good app. There is others, they do live streams. There is interesting live streams. They might be different, yeah? But obviously it's optional to you. You can choose which live stream you watch or whatever. You don't have to watch Taki, particularly me, yeah? Learn English live. But if you feel like ours is also kind of like worth watching, then recommend it. Please help us grow. This is the main thing for me, is to help us grow. We need to see other people, nice people as you, like recommend us to many like-minded people as well. You know what does that mean? Like-minded people who thinks the same within the same sphere. You know, nice people like you. Why don't you recommend that to them? Yeah, and let us grow. Let us get to know you. Here. Anyway, so yeah, let's keep going. So we done yesterday the word fish. It was the part 3, and today is part 4. YouTubers and Facebookers, this is a recorded live stream. Just skip if you think it's not interested what I'm saying, you know it or whatever. And guess what? Before you watch the live stream, read the description. Yeah, the description of live stream. I put all what we deal with mainly. Yeah, but guess what? That's why you need to watch it, because in between, you know what does that mean? In between, I open windows, I do grammar, I do different interesting things, I correct people, and I believe you could learn a lot from that. Yeah, thanks for the roses, thanks for the gifts, thank you so much, Priya. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that you are here. First of all, I really appreciate your gifts. I really appreciate your support to the community. Yeah, I really appreciate that. This is our community, boys and girls. This is not tacky. Yeah, you learn with me because I'm the host. But this is our community. This is for the future. I believe I've got plans even for now. I have plans, but I've got plans for the future as well. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining the room. Thank you for sharing. Please share and follow if you feel like I'm worth following. Worth following, it means I deserve to be followed. Yeah, so let's go ahead. A quick window. I am is another way to form adjectives. Yeah, I'm describing me, so I'm not describing the action. I'm describing something static, so that's an adjective. I'm worth following. So how did we form that? So we take the verb to follow to kind of like worth, to deserve, and then to follow. We take the to, because this is infinitive, to make it stem, worth, and then dash or whatever, and follow the stem. And because I'm in the middle of something, so I use the continuous form. I'm worth following. This is how we form that. Yeah, that's just a different way to form an adjective. Yeah, I'm glad I'm using this whiteboard thing. I think it's helping. Yeah, please confirm if it's helping. I've had so far good reviews about that. They said they like it. Just sometimes it might not appear, just let me know, or simply quit the live stream and head back. Yeah, I believe the Facebookers and YouTubers that you should be seeing it, because I record my screen the way it is with comments and everything. Yeah, so yeah, let's head back to the video mode. There you go. Anyway, so we're dealing with the word fish. We've done a lot, like collocations, idioms, to fish out for something. Yeah, so the police fished bodies, yeah, out of the river. Unfortunately, yeah, bodies, either animal bodies or human bodies. This is bad, but what we learn, but what we're kind of like focusing on here is the word to fish out. This is like a people messaging me on Facebook or whatever, just ignore them. I'll try to pop them back. Yeah. But anyway, so what was I saying? So to fish out, this is a phrasal verb. I'm Umar Karagöz, one of our regulars. Salamun alaikum. Umar Abi, nasılsınız? İyi misiniz? Are you alright? I just asked him. I said hi back. And I said, yeah, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Umarım iyi bir gün geçiriyorsunuz Türkiye'de. I hope you're spending a good day in Turkey just now. The weather is really nice today in Scotland. That's why I probably am gonna go for a walk later after the live stream. I'm gonna get a bath, go pick up my kids from the school, and then we head out for a walk with the dog. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So to fish out, yeah. So the police fished 3 bodies, yeah, out of the river. Yeah, here the word fish, the animal, but it's used as a phrasal verb. What does a phrasal verb mean? A phrasal verb is a verb composed of the stem and preposition. So here we've got stem is a noun, yeah? And then to make it a verb, we have to put to before that. So to fish, and then we add the preposition, which is out, yeah? To fish out here, to grab or collect or uh, take bodies out of the river. Let's keep going, and we do more kind of like fish related content. So we've got the next one, yeah? We done yesterday fish kettle, fish knife, then we do the fish ladder. We've got lots of fish market. We're going to deal with them all, and hopefully by then you learn a lot by listening, reading. You're doing a lot of activity, you just don't notice it. There is reading here, people, sometimes you're interacting with each other and stuff. You're reading, and then you're listening as well, and obviously I'm opening grammar windows, so we're doing grammar, but also I'm doing idioms, vocabulary at the same time, and that's it, yeah. So that's huge. So we've got fish ladder, yeah, fish ladder, whiteboard again, and we do sorry about that. So a fish ladder, you know what ladder means? That's a ladder, yeah? A fish ladder, a fish. Bless you, thank you Ilham from Egypt. Thanks for joining, thank you for wishing me blessings after I sneezed. I've sneezed. Ah, so a fish ladder, yeah, that's our first word. I assuming that's bless you in Chinese, yeah? The Chinese, God bless you, thank you, most welcome. But I'm from Iraq. I'm really sorry about that. You know what? The icons, the country icons, the members icons are really slow, like little. Sorry about that, yeah. And I'm also, I said that at the beginning of the live stream. I never slept well last night. I'm struggling to sleep these days. Although I go to the doctors for that, but I still struggle. Usually do that, but it's okay. But I do know Iraq. I'm Algerian. I live in Scotland. This is the flag on my icon, yeah? But I'm an Algerian. I speak Arabic, yeah? Which city are you from? I'm not trying to be nosy, just the city, and that's it. Oh, nice to meet you too, Ilham. Yeah, it's nice to see you here. I hope you enjoy our live stream. I hope you get to kind of like enjoy it and start to recommend it to people like you, and we grow together. Yeah, we've got 400 so far on. I'm Kurdish actually. I'm from the Hook. I don't know the city, but I know Kurdish people. I actually, when the university I go to here in Edinburgh, I've got a classmate he's Turkish, but he's from Kurdish origins. Yeah, it's the north of Iraq. Yeah, Shamalul Iraq. Anyway, so fish ladder. Yeah, what does that mean? A fish ladder is just a collocation, yeah. What does a collocation mean? It means the word fish collocates well with a ladder. That's what we want to do. And a ladder, you know what a ladder is? It's an equipment for a kind of like climbing, yeah, higher and reach higher spots in your house or whatever, yeah. Yeah, so it's just a different different type of ladders, yeah. So we're just doing collocation. Fish ladder. The second one is a fish market. Fish market is market where you go get fish basically, but it's just to say that this collocates well with the word market, yeah. Fish market. Fish supermarket, I never heard of that, but it might exist, yeah? Assuming that market collocates well with the word fish, so a fish market a supermarket could go as well with this meaning, because same collocation kind of, yeah? Yeah. Next one, fish sauce, yeah, is a sauce made of fish, or mainly made for from fish products, yeah, fish products like tuna, salmon, um, um, um, what's that also? Octopus, yeah. Octopus is a seafood. So if you got octopus sauce, or it could be also a mixture of fish where you get octopus as well. So it's a fish sauce, means a seafood sauce or completely seafood sauce, yeah. If it's like 100% fish, then it's a fish sauce. If it's mixed, if it's like 10% octopus and most of it is made of salmon or tuna or small fish or whatever, it's gonna be like a fish sauce. I'm just picking a nice match. Sorry, you know how it works in my live stream. I need to watch match while I'm live streaming. It might look awkward, but that's how, that's who I am. And they're like, sometimes, are you really watching? Yes, I do. I just can't flip the camera because I'm gonna post that later on Facebook and YouTube. And Facebook could block me on YouTube because I don't own the content. It's English league content. Sorry about that. Fish sauce. So we've got next one. It's a bit boring, this live stream for me. I found it a bit boring because I like all it has to do with fish, but sometimes you come across something interesting. And yesterday I was getting a bit bored as well, but the viewers, they weren't bored because they were learning. For me, something is known, but for you, might be something new, you don't know about it, and also you practice your collocations or whatever. We've got fish supper as well. This is important to learn. Yeah, so we've got a fish slice. You know what a fish slice mean? So it's a kitchen tool that has a wide, flat blade. Yeah, a blade. Yeah, blade with long holes in it, used for lifting and turning food while cooking. So, see Tom and Jerry, if you watch Tom and Jerry, sometimes Tom grabs a fish slice and tries to hit poor Jerry. Poor Jerry. So that's a fish slice. But don't worry, if you don't understand that, I'm gonna put that later on a Hello Talk moment with a illustration, a picture. Or what I do also is um what I do is I put that on Facebook as well, yeah? A fish slice. A kitchen tool that has a wide flat blade with long holes in it, used for lifting and turning food while cooking. Fish slice. It's not a slice of fish, unfortunately, yeah? But it's like a kitchen tool, a fish slice. Fish slice. Not slice, sorry. So a fish slice, yeah? It's not a slice of fish, yeah? But it could be also, give me a slice of fish, yeah? But fish slice, I use fish slice to flip my burger while cooking, yeah? While I'm cooking my burger, I use a fish slice to flip burger evenly, yeah? Flip it evenly means meanwhile, while I'm cooking, I flip it, yeah? And fish slice is made like this, like a hand, and it grabs burger from the bottom and flips it. That's what does that mean. We've got Livorno. Bonjour, comment ça va, Livorno? Je suis ravi de vous voir ici. Boys and girls, this is Livorno from China, one of our regulars. Usually he practices his French would be, so bear him. Or if you're learning French, just make sure you tune in. You can also address me in French as well. I could help with that as well. Meanwhile, I don't mind. Usually, I don't mind. Yeah, we've got fish stick or fish finger. If you go to my hello moments just now or on my Facebook, you're gonna see a moment I done with a picture, fish finger or a fish stick. Yeah, here in the UK is fish fingers. Maybe in the US they call them fish sticks. Yeah, a fish stick. A long rectangular piece of fish covered in breadcrumbs and cooked. Yeah, it's covered with breadcrumbs. You know what breadcrumbs mean? Breadcrumbs. Hello all, anonymous. Hi, nice to see you again. Anonymous, you came once and you're coming again. Hello to you, the Scottish guy, I believe. Yeah. um I prefer chicken curry. Yeah. Yeah, because fish fingers are more like British, yeah, and Indian one is more delicious. We've got piria here from India with some naan and biryani, yeah. What else you could ask for, man? But guess what? Even British food is so delicious. You've got fish and chips, for example. They're really delicious and cheap usually. Yeah, affordable or cheap or good price. I don't want to make you hungry. Thank you so much. Considerate. Thanks for being considerate. I was just telling them that we're doing like live stream about the word fish. We're doing series, yeah, and we're doing fish today, dealing with like collocations mainly, idioms, but also some vocabulary as well. So we done the last live stream is about fish finger, and it's a synonym of a fish stick, maybe in America, chips with curry sauce. Oh gosh, don't make me hungry. So a fish stick, yeah. And then guess what? We're talking about fish and chips, and we've got another collocation, famous one, a fish supper. Yeah, fish supper. I'll try to describe it here. I've got a good description, a authentic description. But if you still don't manage to understand it, copy and paste fish supper on Google. But later on, I'm gonna put that on Hello Talk Moments anyways. I'll join that with a illustration or a picture, yeah. So we've got a fish supper. It's all has to do with a the word fish, yeah. Fish supper, double P. No, S, that's fish supper. What does a fish supper mean? So a meal of fish and chips. That's why we were talking. We've got Bahar joining from Turkey. Hi to you, Bahar. And Bahar, I believe it's a type of flower, yeah? A Bahar. Anyway, so a meal of fish and chips. So here in the UK, a famous, cheap, but really delicious. This is typically British, yeah. Yeah, I guess that. So a typical British meal, a fish and chips, and we've got fish and chip shop where you go and buy that meal. Is usually is affordable. What you get fish supper or you get sausage supper, by the way. But because we're talking about the word, we're dealing with the word fish, and we're doing all what has to do with a fish, either idioms, collocations, vocabulary in general, but also I've been doing sometimes open windows where I feel like it's necessary. I do also grammar and stuff. But yeah, so a fish supper, you go to a fish and chip shop, or we call it usually a chippy. A chippy, I go to the chippy, yeah, or day-to-day language, I'm getting a chippy, yeah. Here in Britain, I'm getting a chippy. What does that mean? I'm ordering from a fish and chip shop. They don't only sell a fish and chip meal. They don't only sell fish supper, these shops, yeah. but they sell pizza, for example. I'm getting a pizza from, I'm getting chippy pizza usually, yeah. I'm getting chippy pizza. I'm getting a fish supper. I'm getting sausage supper. What does supper mean? A meal of fish and chips, fish covered with a mixture of flour, eggs and milk, then fried. It's a deep fried one, so it's not healthy. Usually here you get once a week in the UK, when during the weekend, oftentimes, yeah, because you're not because you had basically pizza from chippy shop. Yeah, a chippy pizza, cheap, but it's so delicious. It's nice too. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you can be bothered, yeah, by cooking. Usually in the weekend you're tired. People here, they work hard during the week, and then during the weekend they just relax with a pizza usually, or an Indian or whatever. But usually pizza, also chippy pizza is on the menu, or a fish supper, it depends. So they don't sell only fish and chip, but mainly fish and chip shop. But you could get like a sausage supper, for example. I don't eat it usually, but I usually, oftentimes I order fish and chips, me. Or also chippy pizza. You can get onion, deep fried onions, so delicious as well. But mainly it's cheap because you've got the weekend, you've got Saturday and Sunday. Usually Saturday one is a bit expensive. Yeah, it's an Indian or a Chinese or whatever, a Mexican. Yeah, but oh yeah, onion bahaji. Oh yeah, yeah. Hi, anonymous teacher has deleted this account. Yes, this is referring to you, uh, anonymous. Anyways, so yeah, samosas. Yeah, and guess what, Piria? The guy here from, his Scottish, I think. He loves Indian food. He loves Indian food. Yeah, so usually to especially with the cost of living nowadays, even in the UK, unfortunately, yeah. So people, they tend to order a cheap one, but it's still a takeaway, yeah. From a takeaway shop during the weekend, they can't cook or whatever. They don't want to cook. But another one a bit expensive, Domino's or whatever, or Indian or a Chinese. Yeah, this is how it works. A lot of people complicate about Indian food. No, we're not. We can assure you that me and Anonymous will love Indian food. I love Chinese, I love Indian, I love Mexican, Italian. It just depends on your what you want to eat at that moment. Yeah, make compliments. Yeah, they compliment about, you were correct, or they make complaints, they compliment directly Indian food. Yeah, because it's so delicious. Yeah. Like any other takeaway, it's not necessarily healthy, but it's still like a good choice. Yeah, to have an Indian, you go to the Indian. Yeah. Anyway, so a meal of fish and chips, fish covered with mixture of flour. We call it batter. Yeah, batter, not butter, batter. Batter. With a, so batter. Yeah, so this way, yeah. So yeah, take basically a fish, yeah, a whole fish or half fish, and they dip it into a batter. What's that batter made of? Made of like flour, eggs, milk, sometimes beer as well, yeah. So if you don't drink alcohol, you just ask the chippy guy, and they get you a batter without alcohol, without beer. Usually there isn't that beer that much. You just have to double check if you don't drink alcohol. It's not an issue in the UK. You drink or you don't drink, it's not really an issue as well. People are really open minded and stuff. Yeah, so in 1970, you could get a fish supper for 25 pence. Can you believe that? Nowadays, we get a fish supper like £12. I could get that. It ranges from £8 to, it could get until £14 when you get a really like expensive chippy, yeah? Just one fish supper, for one fish supper. It's really expensive. And they type of fish they usually use is haddock. Haddock fish, yeah, is the mainstay of the fish supper in Scotland, mainly here in Scotland, yeah. Haddock fish, probably the famous fish caught here in Scotland, available that much. Anyway, so let's keep going. Fish supper. I am beans and toast as everything expensive. Yeah. It's getting really expensive. It's really like really expensive. Maybe our learners they're not aware of that, but it's inflation. Guess what? We had like the pandemic and then the war in Ukraine, where basically everything is produced wheat, yeah, and it's the backbone for back material, um, kind of like the main product, yeah, original product for everything. That's why everything is getting really expensive. Even here in the UK, life is so expensive, so expensive. Um, and guess what? You might say, "Oh, I can get paid." Well, no, not like that. It's just expensive. The more you get, the more you spend as well, because it's really expensive. Um, so let's keep going. We've got fish hook. We done yesterday a farm, yeah, and the activity a fish farm, yeah, fish farm. There is a normal farm where it's farmstead where you have animals. This is also a farm. You have animals, but instead of like cow or pigs or sheeps, you've got fish instead. Fish, seafood, yeah, grown there, and we call it fish farming. Yeah, so a farming, but farming fish, yeah. So you keep fish there and you grow it, you feed them and whatever, and then you get like they call it in English a fish farm. This is also kind of like relevant to yesterday. Yesterday we done a fish farm, and the activity is a fish farming in English. So we've got flying fish. That's another collocation. Flying fish is a typical fish. I'm gonna link that later with illustrations and pictures. Yeah, don't worry. Just keep an eye on my moments or on my Facebook page when I post this live stream. I'm posting today the 57th live stream on Facebook and YouTube. So it might take a wee while for me to post this 71st, but don't worry. I post them regularly on Hello Talk. When I finish with live stream, you might have known that already. So I'm just double explaining. So a flying fish, yeah, flying fish, a tropical fish in the tropical region, yeah, tropical fish that can jump above the surface. That's why they call it flying fish, yeah, of the water using its very large fins. They've got fins very large. That's why they can fly. It's like wings, yeah. Their fins are big, so they're like as if it flies that fish. It flies as if it was a bird, yeah. We've done lots of live streams about the word of bird, yeah, and we've done lots of idioms, lots of collocations, lots of vocabulary, lots of grammar as well, yeah. I highly recommend you to watch that on Facebook and YouTube. Of course, if you want to, I'm not getting you, I'm not pushing you to watch me. No, yeah. So let's go to the next one. Fish hook, yeah, a curved piece of metal with a barb, yeah, a sharp point that curves backwards. So the barb is a sharp point, sharp. It means it could pick you, yeah, and it could wound you, yeah. It could cause your skin to get wounded or to be wounded, yeah. It could damage your skin. So that's why it's sharp as a knife, yeah. Knife is sharp. So we call it a barb, and curves backward. That's a barb, yeah. But then we've got a carved piece of metal with a barb. It's carved also, and then you've got the barb at the top. This is a fish hook, yeah. Hook. The hook in English is something like this. close hook. It's to hook close, yeah? There you go. That's a hook, yeah? A hook. This is so famous. You need to learn this word, yeah? It's a kind of like versatile word, yeah? What does versatile mean? Versatile, it means multi-used word, yeah? You can use it basically with everything. So versatile. Versatile. Versatile, yeah? Versatile. This is the pronunciation. Versatile. Versatile word, a hook, yeah? But now we're talking about a fish hook. We got clothes hook. Yeah, we got tool hook, yeah? So that's why it is a versatile word. Fish hook, a curved piece of metal with a barb, a sharp point that curves backwards, yeah, at one end and used for catching fish. That's why you put the bait, yeah. The baits, the fish hooks were baited, yeah, the verb to bait, and the bait is the noun. Baited with feathers, fastened with colored silk threads, yeah. So he learned how to remove a fish hook from a trout's mouth. Trout is a type of fish, yeah. So after being caught, the trout, he learned how to remove a fish hook from a trout's mouth. He learned how to do that because you need kind of like a skill to do that, yeah. You can't do it, you harm the animal, and we're kind of like being careful not to cause the animal to struggle, basically, yeah. In this case, the fish, the trout, yeah, call it trout fish. Yeah, yeah. So there you go, talking about a hook here, a shape consistent of a line with a curved part at one end, similar to a fish hook or bar. The buildings from a fish hook with the museum at the point. See, it's a hook, yeah? Where you put clothes, got hook like this, attached to the wall by the other side, and you put clothes here, yeah? So that's a hook. So versatile, very versatile word, yeah? Yeah, fish hook. Let's keep going. Got lots of words you could use with tropical fish. Also, this is collocation as well. We done fish something out, yeah? To take something out of something. The boy Taki now. Look, I've got the remote control here, yeah? So Taki is fishing the remote control out of his pocket. So, fish the remote control out of my pocket. That's it. That's the meaning to fish out. There you go. Let's keep going. We've got fish hook. We done flying fish. Yeah, we've got here a Jewish dish. But we've got tropical fish. This is like kind of like from relating to the area between. This is geography, tropicals, yeah, the tropicals. We've got a fish living in the tropicals or originates or stems from the area. We call them a tropical fish. This is a collocation. Let's see, what have we got? We've got fish and chips. We talked about that. Fish bone, we done that yesterday. We got fish cake. This is so common here in the UK. A fish cake. Yeah, so we've got a fish cake, yeah? So when you go to the supermarkets here in the UK, you find plenty, multitude of a fish cake. So what does a fish cake mean? So a mixture of fish and potato that has been formed into small, flat, round shapes covered with breadcrumbs and then cooked in oil. So that's, I'm gonna link it into the description later. In one illustration, you see a fish cake. Yeah, if you don't want to be like bothered by looking on Google, look it up on the Google. It's fine. Yeah. So the smoked haddock fish cakes with lime and coriander mayonnaise were delicious, delicious or delish. Um, we talked about fish and chips or fish and chips. Raw fish covered with batter, yeah, mixture of flour, eggs, and milk, and then fried and served with pieces of fried potato, often eaten in the UK as a takeaway food, yeah. Food bought at a shop or restaurant and taken home or someone else to eat. This is a takeaway, yeah. We took the fish and chips home and ate them straight from the paper. Yeah, because when you buy them, they usually you get them covered in a paper. Yeah. Shall we just get fish and chips tonight? Yeah, that's question. That's example question. Shall we get just fish and chips tonight? This is great place for burgers or fish and chips. There you go. These are all examples about fish and chips. Why all of these examples? Because it's so common here in the UK. Mainly in the UK, I guess. Yeah. I mean, my American family, when they come to visit, I take them to fish and chip shops, yeah, or I order a chippy for them, because they don't have, or at least they don't have it at least the same as in the UK. UK is famous for fish and chips. Believe me, cheap but so delicious, so delicious. You're laughing, Scottish guy. Yeah, believe me, I've got my half family, fish and chips for the family. Yeah, believe it or not, I've got my, obviously, I'm Algerian, yeah. My other family are Scots, yeah, Scottish family, from my wife, and her other half family, which is my family as well. They're from America. They live mainly in Utah, yeah, country family. So when they come to visit us, we usually take them to fish and chip shops, yeah. They love it. They don't have the same. One of them told me once he tried it in America and it wasn't as same as delicious as here in the UK. Yeah, probably more expensive, I think he said, yeah. But yeah, that's our like kind of like tradition also. Obviously we cook for them as well, but usually we go about like we go to fish and chip shop, or I get them chippy because there's so many of them. My family are Mormons, so there are lots of them. Even them, they tell you there is lots of us. Yeah, so they know that when they visit, usually they come in like herds, yeah? Flock of them, a lot of them. Did they ban you entering USA as you only feed them fish and No. Guess what? Careful, I never said I only feed them. I'm a good cook, so usually I cook for them. But also sometimes when it's really tiring, when after a long day out when we travel, usually we go to other cities. Last time we went to oh, I don't know how to pronounce that, as Loch Almond and Lass. It was a joke. Yeah, I know it's fine. Yeah, we went for like a full day trip with them, and then we came back, and we just got them fish and chips, and Loch Monster. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So after a full day trip, you can't cook for them usually. Um, so we got them just fish and chips. To be fair, sometimes also we go to Costco, got Costco subscription, and then we got them like family bundle. Cheap, delicious, and it does the job. They have Costco in America, but they say this one is different, mainly when it comes to chocolate. Chocolate here in the UK is better than the American one. We'd be happy if you do some French lessons for people from the start. Um, yeah, so that's why I'm building a community. For now, I'm starting with English. Yeah, a lot of sugar. But seriously, I got they brought me chocolate from the US. Yeah, I mainly like the M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms, but that's it, not much. Chocolate here is the best. I mean, compared to the American one, um, um, everyone's yeah, including me. But when it comes to French, I speak French, Arabic, German. I've got plans for the future. That's why I'm building a community. Um, I started live streaming about like I'm live streaming for like 3 weeks so far. Although I've done 71. Ja, wie geht's hier? Es geht uns sehr gut. Ein bisschen warm hier in Schottland heutzutage, aber was machen wir? Yeah, so I speak all of these languages. I've got plans for the future. That's why I'm building a community. Sehr gut, man. We don't say man in German as if in English, yeah. Sehr gut, Bruder, yeah. Bro, you could use that. Sehr gut, Bruder. Oder Kerl. Kerl, yeah. Kerl in German. Kerl. Kerl means like dude. Dude in English. Sehr gut. Ja, das freut mich sehr. Yeah, so, yeah, it's on the plan, like for the future. I'll start with English and stuff. Because I see many learners and I see also like they're doing a great job, everyone, yeah. I'm so glad you learned it. Yeah, so happy. But yeah, if you attend our live stream and stuff, obviously you're a native English speaker. Feel free to address me in French or in German. And I usually do that. I've got the guy from China, I've got others they speak in different languages. I could help with that while doing English, it's fine, yeah? But in the future, I've got plans for that. Like I said, I start live streaming in just 3 weeks. Although I've done 71, yeah, 71 live streams so far, yeah. Anyways, I'm liking it, liking myself. Watching English League. Yeah, I don't hide it. While I'm live streaming, I watch football. That's me. Anyways, so fish cake, fish hook, panfish, we done that yesterday. Panfish, small fish, fish for compliments, we done that. Fish out of water, we done that. The second live stream, I think. Fish masala curry, ay ay ay. Fish or cut bait, we said this is a bit difficult one, and mainly American one, yeah. Fish or cut bait, but I've explained that later yesterday in more like illustrative way. So have a look at my moments, and if you're watching me on Facebook, then I have posted also on Facebook, not now, but when I post the video on Facebook. Pretty fine kettle of fish. I think we've got more idioms now. I'm gonna have to keep it for the next live stream. Probably it's gonna be probably tonight, yeah. I never checked whether I've got much. Yeah, it's fine. I'm leaving as well. Have a nice one. Thank you all. Thank you too. Thank you for being here with us. I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it with all of yous. Basically, yeah, our conversations and stuff, our live streams. Yeah, so stay tuned. Yeah, keep an eye on my movements. I let you know before I go live. Usually, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go for now, but I think next time is gonna be like more like idioms, yeah. So be ready to learn more fish related idioms, yeah. It's gonna be like the fifth live stream. Fifth fish related live stream, yeah. Until then, please look after yourselves and have a good one. Thank you.